Now go back to the flag.
Good evening, and welcome to Cromwell High School's 58th commencement. Audience, please stand to greet the Board of Education, administration, faculty, and graduates, and remain standing for the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. standing and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Audience, you may be seated. Class marshals, please seat the class. Good evening. Please welcome our keynote speaker, Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Rosalia Polino.
Good evening, and congratulations. To our graduates, today is your day to celebrate success. You will soon be off to great places. To family and friends, today is also your day, for you have made meaningful contributions. To fellow teachers, administrators, and staff, today is your day of passage too, as we recognize that not all teaching was in the curriculum. It's a little daunting to be the commencement speaker. I was looking for a little advice when I first began, but there aren't a lot of experts out there. So I turned to some of the students in my Spanish class, and these were the suggested guidelines. Keep it short, make it inspirational, be a little funny, add some Spanish, quote hip-hop artist Drake, and do a mic drop. Ay, caramba. Let's see how all that goes. Graduates, today you are all dressed the same. You will be awarded the same diplomas. Your life juncture is the same. Today, you are one. As your speaker, I am charged to share with you a message, and I hope that you will find meaning in the moment. For that is the message. Find meaning in your moments. We measure time in days, months, and years, but I believe we more meaningfully measure time in moments. Moments exist in the spaces in between our busy lives. How we treat each other in between where we are and where we are going. This is how we live in the present moment. I wish to share a short anecdote from a recent visit to Puerto Rico. I was in full vacation mode, relaxing and enjoying the beaches and scenery. We were returning to our hotel from a nice local restaurant when alongside of a store on the sidewalk was a homeless man, missing one leg and resting on a blanket. I had seen him before. He was not begging, always smiling, engaging people as they walked by. This night, I had in my hands the remainder of the food we had not eaten at the restaurant. I approached the man, spoke to him in Spanish, and offered him the food. He was very happy and appreciative, and he said to me in Spanish, "Que Dios te bendiga," may God bless you. And as I headed to the hotel, I turned and looked to see a surprising sight. Others passing by were now doing the same thing I had done. And in that moment, I suspect that his impact on my life was greater than mine on his. It is sometimes during surprising moments that happiness, relationships, love, and life are created. And here's something I learned about some of your moments. I was recently looking at statistical measurements of success for your class, your GPAs, your SAT scores, your college admissions percentages. These all speak to the success that is represented here tonight. These are the benchmarks that are valued. Then I noticed one of the statistics that often does not get much attention. The total number of hours collectively given in volunteer human service by this class. Thousands of hours. Here are but two quick examples. Student Council hosted a party for dozens of Cromwell's disadvantaged children, providing refreshments and gifts, and I can almost see the joy in the children's faces. On another occasion, you served dinner at Covenant Village and playfully danced with the seniors afterwards. These are just two of many stories. Your selflessness and giving spirit impresses me and reminds me that sometimes we may not always be measuring and valuing the most important of statistics. Graduates, your days, months, and years will pass quickly. Those moments where you care, commit, achieve. Those moments when you struggle, strain, yet overcome. And those moments when you love, succeed, and feel alive are the moments you will most recall. So go now, and be aware of your surroundings, be aware of others. When we recognize the significance of each other, we then will experience it inside ourselves. You have more to learn, and you will also have now more that you can teach. You are ready for what comes next. One final thing. Be grateful. I'll start. Thanks to all of you who have made this evening possible. And let's not forget to thank each other for this high school experience we have created together. And I didn't forget. Here's my quote from Drake. Sometimes it's the journey that teaches you a lot about your destination. Oh yeah, that might drop. I think I'll leave that for the valedictorian. I wish for you all a lifetime filled with moments.
It is my honor to introduce the distinguished scholars of the class of 2016. Graduates, when you hear your name, please stand and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until all students have been called. Paul Campbell, Kristen Dansereau, Peter Dewey, Amanda Herman, Nick Quiros, Christian Parker, Ashley Ramirez, Emma Randazzo, Justin Slifer, Tatiana Sitaro. Please join me in congratulating the distinguished scholars of the class of 2016.
Please welcome Dr. Paula Talty, Superintendent of Cromwell Public Schools.
I don't dare touch this. Welcome members of the Board of Education, faculty, administrators, parents, friends, and loved ones. I gave a lot of thought to this speech, and I too got some great advice. Don't babble on. So I promise this will be quick. Tonight is a magical night, and I love magic in all forms, from magicians to fairy godmothers to Middle Earth. When considering my remarks for this evening, I thought, wouldn't it be grand if I were magic? Perhaps like a fairy godmother like in Cinderella, or a genie like in Aladdin, who could grant 3 wishes. Sadly, I don't have that power. But tonight, I am going to give you my 3 wishes for you. Wish number 1, may you always know kindness and be kind in return. There is much positive change you can make in this world simply by being kind. The world needs your humanity. Wish number 2, may you always have your virtual child with you. Growing up doesn't mean you can't play, be silly, laugh out loud, and enjoy life. The child in you will help you look at the world with fresh eyes whenever you need a new view and whenever you need to see magic in the mundane. Wish number 3, may you live your dream. Up to this point, your parents have held on to your dreams for you. Today, they place those responsibility for those dreams in your hands. Claiming them is your responsibility. You must always strive to see the magic of your dreams and always remember to thank those who support you in achieving them. I know that today, you are filled with possibility, and that truly is magic. My best wishes for you and your future.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce Paul Campbell, valedictorian of the class of 2016, and Christian Parker as salutatorian. Paul will be attending the University of Connecticut, and Christian will be attending Connecticut College in the fall.
I don't know about a mic drop, but if you're paying for this thing, I will. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, staff, distinguished honorees, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2016. I would like to thank you all for taking time out of your busy days to attend our graduation. Well, I guess I can't say that about the students because, let's face it, we kind of have to be here. As seniors, we are eager to expand beyond the boundaries of our hometown and explore the world that we have yet to experience. We're excited for the adventures we will have, the memories we will never forget, and the lifelong friends we will meet, without forgetting the friends we've made here. But as we look to our coming lives and futures, there's always a small hint of doubt. As excited as we may be, do we really know if we are ready for the world? And how can we be sure, as we've only been exposed to a very small fraction of it? Our parents will tell us that we are ready because they have and will always give us the utmost support. Our teachers will tell us we are ready because we've passed their exams with flying colors. Our coaches will tell us we are ready because we have ran miles for them. And the administration will tell us we are ready because they send off our class into the world knowing we will do great things to make them all proud. But we know we are ready because we have made the best of the last 4 years of our lives here at Cromwell High School. We have studied hard, staying up for many sleepless nights to finish projects, lab books, and papers. We have practiced until our legs cannot hold us up and then ran miles more. We have worked countless hours at our jobs to give us the experience we need to survive on our own. And even at such a young age, we have accomplished things that have already made all those we know proud of us. These last 4 years may have seemed stressful, and for many of us, I'm sure they were. Quizzes day after day, books to read, deadlines to meet, Spanish to speak, people to work with, and certainly, we think, time better spent having fun than dedicated to a textbook. And although it may have seemed unnecessary to us, we have learned things in high school that we would have never learned anywhere else. We learned who we are and where our passions lie. We learned how to manage our time, even though we always did things at the last minute. And we learned how to function on less than 4 hours of sleep a week. 4 hours of sleep for a week straight because we left all of our work for the last day of school. But I'm only joking, you guys know. But it is these challenges that we have faced that have made us stronger, smarter, and better prepared for our futures. They have tested us and caused us to grow and adapt so that in our futures, we can easily overcome new obstacles. So, although we are excited to escape the homework, the projects, the tests, the quizzes, the late nights, I urge all of you to thank your teachers, to thank your parents, and to thank your mentors for everything they've done for you and everything they've taught you. Because I promise you, there will come a time in your life when you will use every bit of it. So I can assure all of you here today, all the parents, all the teachers, and all the administrators, that while it may be scary to let us go, we are ready. We are ready because these last 4 years we've studied and learned, played and worked, grown and succeeded. We are ready, and I promise you, we will make you proud. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, and my fellow graduates, or very soon to be graduates. Thank you all for being here to share the experience. It's quite the occasion. Graduation happens once a year, but for us, it's only once ever, so thank you. Now, first of all, Jack McKnight told me to mention his name during this, so I'm gonna do that. Well, I just did, so that's that done. Now, initially I was gonna start by saying something like, "Goodbye forever, everybody," just as a little joke, you know, but it's too sad, so I had to change it, even though I kind of just said it anyway. It's not really even true, though, because we are gonna see each other again, at least during the 10-year reunion, but also tonight, and also probably tomorrow, because we've created some pretty strong relationships over the years. However, what is true about tonight, about this whole occasion, is that it's in all likelihood, the last time we'll see each other in the ways that we've grown to know each other to be. By the time the 10-year reunion rolls around, we'll all have changed significantly, and that's okay. But that being said, I encourage you all, I'm talking to you now, I'm encouraging you all to savor tonight, enjoy it, remember it, every moment of it. Of course, one day's worth of experiences can only really amount to so much, can only achieve a certain level of importance. Really, what we really need to remember are all of the experiences we've accumulated over the last 13 years. And we need to understand why we've benefited from them. I could talk about that all day, but if you believe it or not, I'm really nervous, and if I stay up here too long, I'll have a heart attack. So I'm gonna just talk about two specific benefits, if that's okay with you. The first one is the education. That's why you all came here every day, right? To learn? Yeah. Now, I know every single person up there has said to themselves, or to other people, maybe as a joke, maybe not, why do I need to learn that? Why do I need to know that for real life? Who's going to need to know the Pythagorean theorem in real life, or whatever piece of information it was? Well, I'll tell you who needed to know the Pythagorean theorem. This guy right here. Let me tell you a little story. I was at one of my friends' houses, and I was sitting here, and they were sitting there on the couch, and here was the television. And we were debating, really kind of getting into a heated argument about who's closer to the television and who should turn it on. You can all relate to that, right? Yeah. And we had just been learning about the Pythagorean theorem in geometry class, so I used it as evidence of why he was really the one who should be turning on that TV. There you go. Use the Pythagorean theorem. I proved to him that he was closer. And that was a lie. Really, it was me. But I didn't say you could use the Pythagorean theorem in a moral way. I just said you could use it, so. And I did. I got an accurate measurement. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so maybe not every minute little fact that we learn in school will be useful to us every day. Maybe some will. But that's not really the point of the education. The way I see it, the education aspect of school wasn't to teach us, you know, about how to do work in individual specific subject areas. It was about teaching us how to manage our work, about how to manage 6 hours of work in 5 hours, if we had to do that. And I say the word work in a loose fashion because it could have been schoolwork, homework, or it could have been a job that we were trying to get or trying to perform well at, or it could have been balancing homework and our relationships with other people. You all did your homework, right? Yeah, I'm sure. So, keep that in mind as you move forward. And of course, how could I forget, we really should thank the faculty and the teachers for allowing us to get that experience and learn how to balance all of the work, all the challenges we had. So I, on behalf of everyone up there, some over there, thank the teachers and the administration. Thank you. And that brings me to the second way that we've all benefited from this schooling experience. As you might expect, now that we've gotten the boring work benefit out of the way, it has to do with the relationships we have built over all this time. I think, well, that's a very broad topic, but I think I've boiled it down to a specific set of experiences that we've all had that we really should appreciate. I'm talking to you again, that we really should appreciate as we move forward. All the times that you laughed with your friends, or maybe your teachers even, all the times you laughed. Those times, they're what you really came to school for. You know, there were no other moments more purely enjoyable than those. Managing everything like I talked about before, that was undeniably satisfying once the job was done, but in the middle of doing so, it was obviously a little overwhelming at times, not always purely positive. When you laughed with people, that was never the case. Now, in the future, you'll probably miss Cromwell High School, or any of the Cromwell schools. And even though you're all moving forward toward your aspirations, toward the next steps in your quests for success, in all likelihood, you'll miss some aspect of your lives here. When that happens, when you feel like you'd rather be back here than wherever you are at that point in the future, I encourage you to remember the times that you laughed, so that hopefully you'll laugh again and make yourselves feel better. You could remember any time that made you smile at all, but I say think back to when you laughed, because people can smile through sadness. You hear about people doing that all the time, but no one on earth is capable of doing this, of laughing sincerely through sadness. So, thank you.
Distinguished guests, parents, and families, it is my honor and pleasure to address the class of 2016 on this momentous occasion. The class of 2016 made a decision about a year ago to adopt the saying, "Go big or go home," for the theme of their class. Most of us have a good idea how to interpret that expression, but just for fun, I looked it up. I looked the definition up of what does it mean to go big or go home. So here's what I found. Go big or go home. An expression the speaker says to the listener to encourage the listener to be extravagant, to go all the way and do whatever you are doing to its fullest and not flake out. Really said that. I thought this was fitting for the class of 2016 given the past 4 years. This has been a class that stretches itself and works hard to accomplish milestones. This class has excelled in all areas, but most of all, they've become a family that takes care of each other. This class has established a norm that has set an example for the rest of the classes to follow. This was seen each and every day at school over the past 4 years. The class of 2016 has always wanted to assist those who needed them. It is not uncommon to see one of these individuals walking hand in hand with a fellow student who may not be steady on their feet or just needs a little help getting to class. During the holidays, you can look in classrooms and see piles of food collected in boxes for those in need, because these students in front of you knew what it meant when someone told them that each person can make a difference. The class of 2016 has never been afraid to take a risk. They have always wanted to stretch their potential. Tony Robbins has said, "If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten." Class of 2016, You have pushed yourselves in the areas of academics, music, and athletics. You have worked hard, and now many of you will go on to pursue your dreams at great academic institutions, leaving a legacy behind you for others to follow. Continue to take risks all throughout your life. This will allow you to experience so much more. If you don't take risks and do nothing, you will live a life of regret. Just remember what Sheryl Sandberg, the Chief Operating Officer of Facebook, said. If you're offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat, just get on. Please, go forward in your life with the inner strength to take risks. So tonight marks the end of a very important milestone in your young lives. You are now high school graduates. You were a wonderful senior class who excelled academically, athletically, and artistically. But despite all your wonderful accomplishments, in which we can all take great pride, what I will remember most about the class of 2016 is your humility and your kindness. The kindness you display on a daily basis to your friends, classmates, staff, and adults. You were a joy to be around, and I will truly miss your compassion, caring, and concern for others. In a closing farewell, a new song comes to mind that describes my feelings towards your graduation and departure from Cromwell High School. The song is from Tim McGraw, and it's called Humble and Kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Thank you for 4 great years, and always remember, class of 2016, go big or go home. Thank you, and Godspeed. At this time, will Mr. Camilleri please join me at the podium? It is with great honor and pride that I present the graduates of the class of 2016 to you. The administration and faculty attest that these students have met the requirements for graduation set forth by the state of Connecticut and the Cromwell Board of Education.
Thank you, Ms. DiFiore. First, I have the honor of recognizing tonight 3 very special graduates. 3 of tonight's graduates will be entering the United States military after graduation. I would like to announce each of the 3 and ask them to please stand and remain standing until all 3 are called, so we can take this opportunity to thank them for their service and sacrifice in defending our country and our freedoms. First, Adam Michaud, who will be joining the United States Navy. Andrew Pape, who will be joining the United States Marine Corps. And Carson Sturmer, who will be joining the Army ROTC at Yukon. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We appreciate your service. So I'm also honored to be here tonight with my fellow board members, who I would now ask to please stand. Scott Lamberson, Megan Midgley, Paul Sousa, and Julie Fitzritter. Thank you for the chance to celebrate with you, your families, and our entire community as we acknowledge your success in reaching this important milestone. So on behalf of the Board of Education for the town of Cromwell, we hereby accept the class of 2016 and congratulate you on your graduation from Cromwell High School.
Tatiana Sitaro, class president, will now assist in the presentation of diplomas. Tatiana Destiny Sitaro.
Claire Catherine Sturmer. Ashley Nicole Ramirez. Kaya Marie Ruggiero. Abigail Elizabeth Perry. Zoe Helen Beck. Gianna Marie Mendez.
Good girl, honey.
Kayla Nicole Almeida. Emma Rose Randazzo. Amanda Lee Hines. Sarah Jane Dozell. Emily Elizabeth Touch. Kimberly Elizabeth Grant. Marissa Marie DePaulis. Christian Julian Parker. Paul Jonathan Campbell, Jr. Stephanie Lauren Burney. Milan Tea Leray. Jessica Almeida. Danielle Alyssa Santana. Emma Daleen Nelson. Allison Marie Fortunato. Lauren Marie Oliveira. Kristen Elizabeth Danzero. Amani Yasmin De Leon. Marley Alicia Mashad. Claudia Isabel Emanuel. Nicole Broder. Juliette Elise Gondon. Aubrey Elizabeth Rogozinski. Catherine Michelle Ricard. Madeline Elizabeth Budzik. Holly Morgan Gamer. Brandon Michael Ramia. Sarah Karishma Ajodi. Christopher Jordan Viveros. Claire Elizabeth Rodriguez. Monia Simone Moorhead Webb. Aubrey Levy. Michaela Ann Robinson. Adam Ronald Mashad. Abina Asante. Mackenzie Catherine Carstetter. Layla Tetsunanin. Caitlin Erin Savanelli. Sarah Elizabeth Blaney. Shelley Sue Delaney. Andrea Nicole Keckley. Irfan Bremovic. Carson Richard Sturmer. Austin Bryce McKnight. Alex Gavin Schroeder. Matthew Joseph Long. Jacob Alexander Oliveris. Dylan James Babbitt. Lawton Coleman. Tasia Sandati. Michaela Vincenzi. Julia Frances Allen. Rebecca Suzanne Chalmers. Michaela Nicole Yorsky. Joseph Bryce Straneski. Joshua S. Glynn. Willie Scott Lockman. Tyler Jinte Fabian. Jack Sebastian McKnight. Thomas John Kenny. Nicholas John Podlinski. David Philip Davidowski. Ermin Bremovic. Henry Bryson Howard III. Kayla Renee Fava. Kayleen Marie Guffston. Emma Pamela Belcourt. Alyssa Marie Wright. Justin Matthew Slifer. Gabrielle Nicole Goodrich. Kayla Marie Mazzucato. Skylar Jean Yankowski. Terrence Nima Nat. Matthew Joseph Fault. Brandon William Hewitt. Rajat Rai. Jamie Joe Tyne. Araya Jordan Lassard. Julia Kathleen Florenzano. Justin Anthony Risley. Amanda Lynn Herman. Maya Simone Villard. Catherine Elizabeth Machinchik. Allison Ashley Bennett. Jarius Robert Bailey. Nicholas Tyler Coelho. Megan Nicole Marin. Connor Wayne White. Marsad Silkic. Colin Michael Holcomb. Tyler Bollier. Devon Dawkins. Alex Kenneth Person. Aaron Robert Gidwin. Yaopeng Ma. Nicholas Charles Latanzio. Nicholas Joseph David. Cole Thomas Hofferth. Jack McGinley Wilson. Blaze Austin Sarah. Jacob Anthony Rivera. Stephen Thomas Dale. Andrew Lewis Pepe. Nelson Bertel Carlson. David Joseph Barillero. James Christopher Long. Taylor Mackenzie Wood. James Oliver Steele. Colavecchio Bradley. David Jonathan Rivera. Stephen Allen Koch. Nicholas Matthew Bain. Amir Albert Natowski. Jared Christopher Grant. Cameron Paul Kenny. Daniel James Ambler. Sean Michael Delval. Nicholas Austin Quiros. Tyler Valentine Bencucci. Peter Andrew Dewey. Christian Sebastian Sabriglio. Aiden Joseph Gagnon. Jacob Carl Anderson. Matthew Anderson Osora. Dylan Thomas Tressel. Vaughn Tyler Hampton. Jesse James Valentine. Justice Cottrell Taylor.
Graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left to signify your official status as graduates of the class of 2016. Congratulations. Class marshals, raise the class.